What's up guys, hope you're having an awesome day. Today is the first day we've had the Skyline completely 100% done, so me and Sarah are going to go out and run some errands, and we're going to be taking the beautiful R33 Skyline. Made 253 horsepower, it's an absolute powerhouse. I can must admit it's a bit scary to drive right now, it's just all over the shop, you know. I'm just, Sarah's like scary. I don't think you got my sarcasm, did you? No. So, bit of a typical occurrence. We finished tuning this one yesterday, and I've already got some new parts which could have been of massive help yesterday already rock up at my door. No, in all fairness, no. If you guys remember, we did pretty much max out the duty cycle on the injectors, so going to you guys would see in the title pretty much anyway. Going to a bigger turbo was not something that we needed yesterday, but it's definitely going to help the next time we go around and tune this thing. So I'm going to see if it starts up, see if it warms up, and yeah, it's going to be sick. You're thrilled? I could imagine. Beautiful. She starts up. That's excellent. Does have that check engine light, so I was aware that that would be up, so that's no worries at all. Alright, so made it to the post office. Yeah, ended up also going to Aldi. The car has been absolutely amazing. It'll be just my luck it doesn't start now. No, starts perfectly first go, no worries. Still got a check engine light, but she's sweet. So nice.
It's so much nicer.
Oh, I need to get this on the track.
You've built it really nicely.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh wow, so positive.
No, seriously, you have. I was so concerned when you first got it. I was like, what are you going to do to this thing?
I cannot get over like how well not only this car but my Falcon have responded to tuning. It has been amazing. Like the Falcon, no hiccups whatsoever, and especially E85 and 98, both of them are just incredible. Both of them have great fuel economy. Both of them make absolutely awesome power. So massive shout out to Real Dyno on that part. And the Skyline, massive shout out to OnSong Performance for getting this link sorted. It is so cool. And just I'm so happy with both these cars, like, and just where they've come from and where they are now. It's gonna be really cool to see this Skyline get some more power eventually, but at the moment, can't wait to hit the track. It's gonna be heaps of fun. Oh, and as for track events, I have no idea what I'm doing. Trust me, I got this road trip coming up next week, and I really just want to get this thing out on track ASAP. I have like 3 sets of tires that need to go before we can get some 245s all around on all those tires that I have. So yeah, I don't know. I have to get rid of a lot of tires before I start anything. But yeah, it should be really cool once that's all done. We'll get some tires, and then that way we can actually have some fun. Don't know whether I want to try a grip track event or whether I want to try like a drifting one. Maybe even see if I can just pay like the $200 to see if I can go on a Queensland Raceway for like a morning or something. And see how we go, but yeah, I don't know, gonna be heaps of fun, so we'll see how it goes.
So we're opening the Hot Wheels that we bought in, what did we buy? Audi. The mystery box. I feel like it's not gonna be very nice. $2.
I feel like it's not gonna be very good either.
No.
I'm scared.
It's not gonna be an ugly one. Oh no, oh very no, not good.
What is it?
It's so ugly.
It looks like a, I don't know, it looks like a Civic. I'm not quite sure though. See if I can find out what it is. I don't think it's an actual legit car.
No, it looks a little bit, how you going?
Hey, I got a poster though.
That's kind of cool.
I could have got something cool, like a Volkswagen Golf Mark II or a Datsun 240 or the new Corvette.
But like how many of them is actually going to have
we
that
literally got this one here.
Oh, the ugliest one.
Yeah. That's sad.
I mean, it's okay.
Sad, Zach.
Full on body kit on it though.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I'm probably just going to chuck it out.
Really?
Oh, giveaway.
Giveaway car.
If you guys order something on the website, I'll sign it and give it to you tomorrow. No one's going to do it, but hey, look, if you order that and you want that, I can go ahead. Why not?
Oh no. Lift off!
Okay. Okay.
Alright, let's go.
So, an interesting turn of events with the R33 Skyline. Originally, I was going to go with the Mamba Turbo kit that Sam has over on his R33 in Japan. Now, that may still be the case eventually, because I do want to get some more power out of the Skyline and make it an awesome drift weapon. Just 450 horsepower. I don't want to go crazy and build that engine, build the gearbox, and just do a whole heap of stuff. It's just not worth it for me at the moment, especially being my first ever drift car and trying to get some decent seat time. However, I got approached by a company called Max Peating Rods. Now, you guys might know Max Peating Rods from a video that Mighty Car Mods did, where they put a set of their cheap coilovers on a Golf or something crazy. But this right here is a budget, cheap turbo that they sell at Max Peating Rods. I think it has it up. I think they have it on sale at the moment for $212. But this is the first brand new turbo that I've ever had. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this thing can do. Let's quickly open it up right now and see what we got. Alrighty guys, so this right here is I'm not even quite sure exactly what size it is. I'm going to quickly look up all the specs and stuff like that of the thing that I've got and show you guys exactly what I bought. Rightio, so this thing right here is a complete bolt-on turbo kit for the RB25, which replaces the tiny little turbo that these things come out with stock. So with all that, it has a T3 flange, 6-bolt flange for the downpipe, exactly the same as the regular RB25 stock stuff. And Max Peating Rods actually says on the website that this thing can go up to 21.75 PSI. Now, we're not going to be pushing that much. We're going to try and keep this thing reliable. So that's the whole thing. They reckon it could boost horsepower to 430 horsepower. So that, with my supporting mods and everything, this thing should be a little bit of a weapon. So yeah, I guess we'll find out when we actually get it up on the dyno. So it's not a ball bearing, it's actually a journal bearing type turbo. And the compressor side is a 52mm and the turbine side is a 65mm. So there you go, it's a 52, 60, I have no idea. I don't know much about turbos myself. All I know is I'm interested to see how this little thing goes. I'm very, very, very keen to test it out. Also, this thing doesn't have an anti-surge front housing, so it should make all the tiny little dose noises and everything that I could imagine. So yeah, very, very happy to get this thing. Very, very happy and very excited to get this little thing on the car. What do you reckon, Sarah?
I've actually never seen a turbo just like that.
Yeah, come have a look. What's that?
I like it though.
You like it?
It looks complicated.
It is complicated. Oh, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm really interested to see how this goes.
What does this bit do?
That right there, so that basically, it is actually touching that bit there, so I might have to shorten that up a little bit. But pretty much what this bit here does is this reads the amount of pressure that's coming off or that's being compressed in here. And so once this gets to a certain PSI or a certain thing,
what did you say about PSIs?
Yeah, once it reaches a certain compression or PSI, this right here opens up and that lets extra exhaust gas come out of there, so then it doesn't overboost, because obviously if you put too much boost into an engine, it'll end up not being so great.
Never enough boost.
Yeah. There is enough boost.
There is enough boost. There is a limit.
There is a limit.
Cool though, I like it.
But yeah, the boys at Let Lab swear by this. They reckon they're sick turbos, so I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. See what the Skyline can do with it on there too. See how it's gonna up.
Yeah, the thing is though, we do have to get new injectors, plus I also have a forward-facing plenum coming. Yep. There's a whole bunch of parts that are coming.
Well, it's exciting though.
It's very exciting. I'm really interested to see. The only thing we'll have to do, I think we'll just end up blocking this off because we want to go through a boost tee to try and work out how much PSI we're actually getting from this thing. So we're going to end up getting rid of this little thing here anyway. We'll probably end up blocking that little bung off and then just using it from the where the J pipe is or something. So a neat little bit of kit though. It's pretty cool how they include the wastegate sort of thing there. I guess it'd be pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go make some breakfast.
It's so cool.
Enjoy it. No, it's really cool. I like it.
It's so cute. Rightio, so I have that turbo, really stoked. I have, once again, don't know too much about turbos myself, but I'll try and get some more information about it so that way I can give you guys a bit more information about the sort of turbo that's going to be going on the Skyline. It is a completely stock bolt-on, so I'm really interested to see just how much power it's going to make and just see like the difference between, even though it is a cheaper turbo, seeing the difference between like a turbo that came out of the 21st century versus one that was developed back in probably like 1990, 1992 roughly. So yeah. Anyway, something else I want to do this afternoon, or well, this morning, and I'll quickly show you what it is. So if you guys remember a few days ago, we actually ended up doing an R33 light up Skyline garnish that normally costs around about $700, and I kind of made a real El Cheapo version, which only cost me $100. And it looks like this right here. Now, from afar, it looks great, and it lights up with an EL panel down beneath it, but if you guys remember when I was pulling that tape off, I completely destroyed the S. So that is going to be today's goal, to fix up that S right there and then paint over the entire lot with a clear so it actually comes up really nicely. So that's today's goal. Let's quickly open it up and take off that garnish right there. Rightio, so I've spent the best part of around about an hour fixing up this little thing. There is a little bit more I have to do. I'm actually going to sand the whole lot back once it's all dry and see if I can just go over the whole thing in clear. That's about as good as I'm going to get the S for this piece here unless I strip everything back. There's that many layers of paint that it's not worth it. I'm also going to have to scrape off some of the excess paint on the letters because I ended up just touching up a few sort of little bits around the letters, and it actually looks really good. Looks all nice and clean now. So now what I do, scrape all those letters off, and then after that, and after all the white is dry, I'm going to go over with a clear again and make sure this whole thing looks presentable. So, alright, let's get into it, right? Rightio, so ended up finishing that whole garnish piece off. It looks better, not perfect, but it definitely looks better. There you go, check out that. It's finally, if you guys get down low enough, it's finally got a nice shine to it as well. I do still have issues with the S, but for a drift car, I am more than happy with that. So yes, it's got a nice little shine to it now. Very stoked about that. And also all the letters have now been clear coated over. So they're also a hell of a lot shinier now too, which I'm very happy about. But yes, and also you can't see any of the black anymore through the top. So that is a massive bonus. Very stoked. Alright, so this is very odd. It's actually such a bright night for some reason. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, very oddly bright. But I thought I couldn't end up today's video without showing you guys what the garnish looks like now that we've actually finished all the painting and doing everything. So I'm going to quickly unlock the Skyline right now, and I'll show you guys what this garnish looks like. It looks really cool. There you go. So now when you look at it from the top, you don't see as much of that black anymore. Looks really cool. And I don't know if you guys can notice, it's actually a really nice blue color. It's not white, but it looks so much nicer. That S came out so nice. I'm very stoked at that. Oh, you can see all my imperfections. Don't look at that. I love this feature of the car. It's so cool. Now let's pray I don't get defected.